And welcome. It is a Monday right here at KHOZ Radio and also on K26 Hometown Television, Facebook, and YouTube also. It is Around the Table with Dan and Ann.
Morning.
And Dan is back.
What the? Hello, could you put me on?
Sorry.
Hey, welcome back, Dan. Things are as they should be.
I just wonder, am I getting my walking papers real soon?
I don't know. I haven't asked Matt Bell or any of those guys if they just, swap in.
Well, they
and
did a phenomenal job.
They did a great job on Friday. I had a good show. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, much
very
better
much.
than any shows I've ever done.
On my monitor we're like really whited out. I hope we're not. Oh, we're not that bad. I was like, that's kind of weird. What if we look like ghosts? Okay, it was a random thought.
Okay.
Okay.
Squirrel.
Yes, we did. It was. I told my husband yesterday, those things that blow balls up like air. You know what I mean?
For the bingo
just a jumble
things?
thing. No. Well, yeah, that's the same kind of difference. That's how my brain feels sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, okay. Back to Friday. It was great. We missed you, but it was great.
Yeah.
Those guys did a good job.
Yeah, they did.
And you do not have to take any walking papers.
I know, but my performance is not up to par with those other guys.
You have some big shoes to fill. I'm not sure how you're going to do that.
They're tall. Yeah, they would have.
Those guys were tall, both of them.
Yeah.
And they just bantered back and forth, which was kind of
good.
fun.
And you just sat back.
I digged it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was great.
Well, good. If you missed the show.
I dug it.
If you missed the show, it's no longer available. I deleted it. No, it's out there somewhere. It's out there somewhere.
Yeah. But we always feel better when our team is back together. So.
Well, everybody's talking about it, so we could talk about it too.
What?
The assassination attempt.
That's my gosh.
Oh my gosh. That happened. When did it happen? Was it like, I forget what time.
It was Saturday.
I watched this stuff all day yesterday. And I got on my phone and I went to Google Earth and looked at the building and looked at angles. And
oh, really?
I was obsessed with it,
Right.
Because those details, like when President Kennedy was assassinated, I went to the 6th floor book depository, and I just got into that. And I'm sure a lot of people did too. I even had dreams about Trump.
Oh my goodness.
And Saturday night I had dreams about the guy.
It's weird because we've heard of all those other things, but in our lifetime where we can really remember at our age.
Don't you think this is one of those events?
Yeah.
That you'll never forget?
I would never forget it. And I'm still processing the fact that it actually this really did happen.
Yeah. That hit me many times yesterday. Yeah. And there's one photo of a bullet that they captured. And it was a streaking line.
Really?
Yeah, they showed the bullet as an up-close photo of Trump, and he was starting to grab for his ear. And you see this long strand of course it's blurred out, the bullet's going so fast, but they captured the bullet in flight.
That's crazy.
And if you look at the footage, you can see that he's talking to the crowd, and then he looks up at the monitor, and at that second, that bullet whizzed by. So if he would have been, it would sideways, it would have made contact with his brain.
He would have been gone,
of course.
probably.
Yeah. Wow. You get to thinking about that. How miraculous that was.
Yeah.
And if you believe in miracles, then you understand that this could be one of those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, anyway.
And we also, of course, had to dive into the thoughts of there's so much evil in the world. Mm-hmm. That's the only way. And this guy very well may have been, have something mentally going on. I would think so for anyone to do that.
Would you do something like that?
Well, heck no.
Right?
Of course not.
Well, then something was wrong with the guy.
Right.
Mentally unstable.
But good grief.
Yeah.
It's beyond.
Well, there. I would say that there's a lot of vitriol and hype right now politically.
Yeah.
And it's way too much. I mean,
this is an attempt on someone's life. Take out the party. Somebody, but it is he's not a sitting president, but still, it's just.
I tend to wonder what's what drives people to laugh and joke about the fact that he was not killed.
Yeah. Like that bullet missed. Oh, sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen stuff like that, and those people are evil.
Yeah,
in my humble opinion.
That should not. That part of the conversation should not go there.
No.
I know it is going there, but it just reveals the people's inner core.
Yeah, and it's not good.
Yeah.
It tells you a lot about people, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is going to be in the news for quite some time, I'm sure.
And last I heard, I mean, he's doing fine.
Yeah. You saw close-ups of his ear, and it just grazed.
It just grazed
I'm
his
sure
ear.
It just grazed. Didn't blow it off or anything.
Right.
So, I mean, there were other people that were injured. I think there was 2 people that...
One guy died. We're not hearing anything about this 50-year-old guy with a family who passed away.
Yeah.
Because of this crap.
Yeah, he was he was not a volunteer, but he was a fire chief in that community.
I haven't read much about him. Did you see much about him in all your exploration on the news? I hope so, that they're giving him some...
I don't know his name. It's not in front of me. But his wife and children were with him.
Yes, it could have been one...
Yeah, it's horrific. And a couple other people got wounded. I don't know who they are or what the severity of everything was, but yeah. Anyway, it's tragic, horrific, something that just makes you stop and think about not only what this political arena is doing to each other, but it's tearing our country up. We should not have this.
Right.
And what's hard is knowing that you have a friend that posts something on Facebook that you know, this is not the person that I know.
Right. And I don't want to know you.
Yeah.
If you think that's,
Okay. So other than that, did you have a great weekend?
Shoot, man. That was some heavy stuff.
Yeah. Did you have an uneventful weekend?
I did. Our granddaughter was with us,
and
so we spent the last weekend with her and took her home, or took her to meet her dad yesterday.
Well, I was a little druggy Saturday and part of Sunday.
Y'all, I'm going to post. He told me I could post the video on our Around the Table
that's
Facebook page, but this is what his wife sent me.
She grabbed. I don't know. She said something to me. And did you want the video or I don't know why?
I don't know.
She
maybe I did.
She decided to videotape me right after I woke up, and I was.
She's giving me ammunition.
That's okay. I don't mind to be humiliated.
Yeah, I know.
Did
you tell him what he had?
I was a little drunk.
Yeah, he was
on drugs. On the drugs that they gave me. It was prescribed.
Yes.
Thank goodness they gave them to me. I don't think I would have survived the ordeal. But anyway.
If you've ever had a colonoscopy, you will know what we're talking about. I mean, I've said it before on here that what you are having done, so I just threw it out there. But it comes to all of us.
Yeah, the first one I had, it was kind of weird.
It probably wasn't propofol. We used to give Versed. We used to do them as nurses.
Did you?
The sedation, and it was Versed, and I can't remember what else, but it was not propofol.
Okay.
Propofol is the dream drug when you're having something like that.
Well, the last thing I remember is when she was shooting it up into my little portal there. Mm-hmm. I got a bruise there from the IV. But I said, "Ooh, I feel that going into my," and that's the last I remember. I was out, and then I woke up, and the next I don't know how long it took.
Yeah.
4 hours. I don't know.
It did not take 4 hours. You dork, or something was really seriously wrong.
I woke up and I was ready to go. Then we went out and ate a big breakfast. I hadn't eaten 2 days almost.
Oh, that's right. It was clear liquids, which doesn't really count, people.
Yeah, not good. Anyway.
Hey, do you want to do this?
Yeah, we can.
We need to probably.
You want to do?
You
want to do one?
Okay, if you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. What kind of experience? Homemade. They have over 20 flavors, including non-dairy, vegan flavors that are always homemade and delicious. Yes, homemade and delicious. Located on North Main Street next to Merchandise Outlet, you're on your way to paradise.
Yeah.
Go get you some Paradise Cream.
Yes.
All right.
Did a good job on that. And they are our in-studio sponsors for Around the Table, so we're happy to have them.
Yep.
Let's talk of weather.
All right, let's do it.
Gonna do some weather. Hot and sunny today. High near 98 degrees. Heat index 105. So outdoor activities, nix that.
If
Not
you were
unless-
planning on mowing today, you should have already done
not
that.
unless you're in an air-conditioned cab.
Oh, well, that's
You
not
know,
me.
a lot of these farmers around here have those. those
Haza-shaza. That's what I call them.
what?
Haza-shaza vehicles or haza-shaza. That means like poof, poof. I don't know. Ooh, with my air conditioning.
Yeah. It's going to be mostly clear tonight, low around 75. And then on Tuesday, looks like mostly sunny, high with a hot temperature of 98 degrees. Heat index as high as 106. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusts 15. So if you do get hot, wait for that gust. It'll be right there as soon as
You'll be
you
so
want it.
sweaty, then you'll be cooled off when the gust hits you.
Tuesday night, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Partly cloudy with a low around 72. And Wednesday,
Showers and thunderstorms likely mainly after 1 p.m., high of 88. Chance of precip is 60%. Wednesday night, 50% chance of showers and a low of 66. Thursday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high 82. Thursday
and then
night,
Thursday night, low around 61. Friday and Saturday it's going to be cooler.
Do I need to go
80,
get the duct tape?
80 you need some duct tape. 84 degrees for Friday and Saturday, 85. So it's going to be a nice weekend. What's the matter? I came in appropriate at the appropriate time, did I not?
That was a new one.
Got to keep it real over here. Keep it fresh. Before I got to do things to.
There's a little competition on who gets to read the most of it sometimes.
Yeah, I got to do things to keep my job.
Yeah, you do, because
Yeah.
you're skating on thin ice right now.
Okay, let's do some topic to ponder. How about that?
All right.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
First, let me say, these are from Dan.
Okay, and these were not done overnight. These were done last week. So don't connect
Yes.
this. Don't say it's a conspiracy theory.
Exactly.
I did these.
Yeah, because it is not. I had these sent to Ty on Friday.
Okay.
So, your candidate for president, landslide victory or winning by a very small margin. Give that some thought.
Yeah. I didn't mention names. So if you're voting for one or the other, do you think it's going to be a landslide victory or do you think it's going to be a small margin of victory for them?
I think it's going to, I honestly, in lieu of what happened this weekend, I think that just gained Trump supporters, honestly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, but that's putting it like there's a political
Yeah.
part of it that,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying there was anything underhanded whatsoever from the Democratic. I'm not saying that. That's not what I mean. But
Well, think about it.
I don't know.
This is July. We got August, September, October, and we got 4 months, 3.5, 4 months. And how often do things change?
well,
So it could swing the other way.
it could swing anyway, people. We have
Yeah.
no idea.
We've got one more debate that we know of, and a lot of things could happen.
And I'm going to say a win's a win, whether it's a landslide or a very small margin,
Well,
I guess,
I know, but most people think that their candidate is, it's going to be a landslide
and
victory.
it's not necessarily so.
Yeah, we thought last time, right?
Yeah.
It was going to be one way or
Right,
the
and
other.
it wasn't.
did.
So anything can happen.
We want your thoughts. Go to our Facebook page at Around the Table and let us know what you think. Your candidate for president, whomever that might be, landslide victory or winning by a very small margin.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Okay, it's been a couple days since I've been here. What do we do next?
Let's do today in history. How about that?
Okay.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
We stand today on the edge of a new frontier, the frontier of the 1960s, the frontier of unknown opportunities and perils.
Okay, 64 years ago today, at the Democratic National Convention in Los Angeles, Senator John Kennedy of Massachusetts accepted the party's nomination for president. The new frontier became one of the major themes of Kennedy's administration. Mm-hmm. There you go.
I was looking at some statistics over the weekend, and there's only one president that was a Democrat that was assassinated. All the rest of them were Republicans.
Republican?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can see this crisis in the growing doubt about the meaning of our own lives and in the loss of a unity of purpose for our nation.
This was 45 years ago, back in 1979, with inflation and public opinion both working against him. President Carter tried in a speech to lift the gloom he saw across the nation when he talked about a crisis in confidence, basically saying confidence is the reason we're not doing better. It came to be known as the malaise speech, even though Mr. Carter never uttered that word.
Okay.
The clerk read out a list of 32 names. The last were His Royal Highness versus Her Royal Highness. The judge then pronounced them all divorced.
28 years ago today, after years of separation and after both of them admitted to extramarital affairs, Prince Charles and Princess Diana finally got divorced. Adam Raphael reported for CBS News.
No.
I saw Gianni Versace laying face down on his steps with his head blown off.
This was in 1997, 27 years ago today. Fashion designer Gianni Versace was shot to death outside his Miami Beach mansion. This man was on the scene shortly after the shooting. Versace's assailant turned out to be wanted several. He was a serial killer, Andrew Cunanan. Several days later, Cunanan killed himself on a Miami Beach houseboat after ending a national manhunt.
I can't explain the joy. It's like winning the Super Bowl all over again.
14 years ago today, engineers successfully stopped the flow of oil from the Deepwater Horizon spill using a 75-ton cap. This Gulf resident celebrated by fishing. Oil had been leaking into the Gulf of Mexico for 85 days. That's a long, what a mess.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
a mess.
It's just amazing how much oil is, or how much resources there are under the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they say if you started pumping the oil out, it'd be hundreds of years before
it was all gone.
It was exhausted.
We love our country. My family and I couldn't be more honored.
8 years ago, back in 2016, Donald Trump chose Indiana Governor Mike Pence, an experienced politician with deep Washington connections, as his running mate. Do you wonder who Trump is going to pick?
Yeah, I wonder.
Who do you think?
I don't have an opinion yet.
If Pee Wee Herman was alive, I think he would be in the running.
Okay.
There's no real closure that this process is able to provide, but hopefully it's the first step forward for some as they try and begin to heal.
5 years ago today, avowed white supremacist James Alex Fields Jr. was sentenced to life in prison plus 419 years for killing one and injuring dozens of others when he deliberately drove his car into a crowd of anti-racism protesters during a rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. Joseph Platania was the lead prosecutor in that case.
Okay. Is that mine? I'm sorry.
Take it away, buddy.
This was a birthday cut. 78 years ago today, singer Linda Ronstadt was born. From pop star to Broadway diva and big band vocalist, Ronstadt has continued to reinvent herself, but you may know her best for such rock hits as You're No Good.
I like her.
Yeah. Linda Ronstadt. Yeah, I met her.
70.
Yeah, I did. Back when I was in high school.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm sure it was Linda Ronstadt. Yeah. Yeah, it was Linda Ronstadt.
Now he's down.
No. I'm serious. I was
How'd you meet
at
her?
a concert.
Oh.
My friend and I, we never paid for our concerts. We always went to the arena, like right after we got out of school, and we hung out with the roadies, and we went and got them hamburgers, and they give us free passes to go in the back.
Are you serious?
Yes. I never paid for a concert back in those days.
That's cool.
I got to see 10, 15 bands back then. And I was walking out from backstage to come out to look at one of the bands from that vantage point, not from behind not from behind the stage.
Yeah.
And I was on one of the side wings, and she ran up next to me, and she had just finished performing. I didn't know who she was.
Oh, my goodness.
And she goes, "How was the sound?" And I go, "It was great." That's the only thing about it. So I think she just started her career.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's
interesting, Dan.
Good. Yeah.
The British newspapers say I am a madman. The American newspapers say I am a cannibal. These are lies.
63 years ago today, actor Forrest Whitaker was born. He won a Best Actor Oscar for playing dictator Idi Amin. I'm sorry,
Idi Amin.
Idi Amin in The Last King of Scotland. And I was trying to
He's a
picture
good
in my
actor.
head. I don't think I've seen that.
I've never
That's
seen
where
that
my
show.
brain was, but anyway.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal
Amin,
actor.
go.
He's a character actor. He
Yeah.
can be anything.
He's very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That was it for our Today in History.
Yep.
And who do we have for our guest
Kristin
today?
Porter with the Army Reserve is waiting to be in the studio. So when we come back from break, she will be here with us.
All right.
All right.
Well, let's get ready for her.
Okay.
Stick around, stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Around the Table. We have with us in the studio
Kristin.
Kristin, I'm sorry. And you're with the Army Reserve, is that correct?
Yes.
Well, hello.
Hello.
And welcome.
Hello.
Thank you.
We also have on the phone, would you introduce your Master Sergeant for us, please?
Yes, Master Sergeant Rebecca Rhodes.
Are you there, Rebecca?
I am.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
Good morning.
Everything works.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So you are here, Kristin. You are with the Army Reserve.
Yes.
And you specifically are not located right here in Harrison.
No.
But you were talking about an event, and I'm going to let you just take it away and
Sure.
go
Thanks.
for it.
Okay, so yes, I am stationed in Salt Lake City, Utah. I am part of the 807th Medical Command, and we have subordinate brigades, and one of our brigades is located near Kansas City, Missouri, and they have been partnered through the Department of Defense in what is called an IRT, an Innovative Readiness Training Program.
Okay.
And so what that is communities can submit a request through the Department of Defense saying, we have needs, and it can be anything from medical, cyber, engineering, like road construction, etc. And the DoD takes those requests and basically marries it up with military units that can provide those services.
Oh.
Okay.
So typically you'll have like engineering done by the Marines or Marine Corps Reserve. They'll be building buildings, doing road constructions. For us, we are a medical command, so we provide medical assets. And what that means is we actually have licensed and credentialed medical providers. Again, we're reserve, so this isn't a lot of our soldiers' full-time jobs.
Right.
They do those kind of things in the civilian sector. And then they come on with the reserves, our 2-week annual training in the summer, and this is what that is for them.
Okay.
And instead of just going to the field and training on simulators and stuff like this, we are actually coming and providing these medical services to the community. And
At large, you're not
at
talking
large,
about.
yes.
Okay.
And so it is really dependent on community partners to think grant writing to the Department of Defense saying this is what we need, how can you help us meet this need? With the IRT program, it is U.S. based, so we can do anything inside the U.S., its territories, Commonwealth. From my command in the past few years, we've done Saipan, Alaska, Hawaii, Missouri, Tennessee, Montana the past 2 years, California, and now we're in Arkansas. So depending on the communities who submit the request and match with us, that's how we provide services.
So it's training on their part,
exactly,
but it's benefiting anyone.
And that's the key point for us, is because our soldiers are always training, and so for us, we are coming to quote an austere environment because our providers aren't necessarily falling in on established medical clinics. So here we are doing services out of Jasper and Kingston high schools.
Okay.
And so we have to set up a medical station. I believe the vet services in Jasper may be out of the ag building. We are deploying with medical supplies, so we have to do everything that we would be doing to
as it would be
mobilize,
in the field.
Exactly,
Okay.
or to another theater of operations.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
It gives you
cool.
some experience. I would
Right.
say. Yeah.
And so for us, it's training in that part. Our medical providers are seeing live patients,
Sure.
or vet services seeing live animals. And then the big thing is it's no cost to the community.
Wow.
So we
So
are
it's a win-win thing.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. No insurance, no ID, and no cost to the community. And the community partner that we're working with is Northwest Arkansas Economic Development District,
Right.
so NWA
Yeah. Right.
EDD. So they have tied us in with also other community resources. So if there's a need for follow-on care, and the big thing is they have childcare set up with volunteers who are certified through the local churches at location. So we are trying to make this as easy as we can to the public.
Are there things that people couldn't like be helped? I mean, you would recommend, especially if it was beyond your capability.
Right. And remember, so we're only here for 2 weeks, so we can see and kind of diagnose those short-term things, and then that's where we turn to the community and say, okay, we think you need to be seen by a cardiologist or something like that. Here are your referrals to get that follow-on care.
Okay.
Now, on that part, it is up to the patient if they want to go through with that, and then also payment with however that would work. But again, when they're seeing us, no cost.
Well, how is your Master Sergeant involved in this?
So Master Sergeant Rhodes has been one of the integral planners the past year. So she has worked side by side with Tina Cole at NWA EDD, and
we've had Tina on before, have we not?
I don't.
She is phenomenal.
Yeah, okay.
We had Patty Methvin on from there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know. No, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm
anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, so that working with the schools to coordinate, the locations.
Right. Okay.
Because our soldiers
She's
are
doing
also
the groundwork for you.
Right.
Yes.
The soldiers are working there, living there, etc. So yeah, I just want her to be able to talk through what she's
Master
done.
Sergeant, is she covering just about everything that you wanted to talk about, or do you have anything to add?
Oh, 100%. I think that it's an incredible purpose for our mission. It gets us great training, and it's so far been fantastic getting to liaise with the community, see all the great people there, and then to get this mission set up to help both of us, both the Army Reserve and the community.
Now, where are you located?
I'm stationed right now in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay, so have you ever been to Harrison?
I have. We were fortunate enough to have a couple of in-person planning conferences down there with Tina Cole in her office. We've been there about 4 times so far for a week at a time to get some of this planning coordinated. So starting in October of last year, and then the most recent time before the mission kicks off was in May. So we've done a lot of good coordination down there.
Was the food good down here?
Oh, always. Tina had a great number of recommendations.
Oh, yeah. They treat you good. You go out to eat at the best places.
So where is this going to take place? How would someone be able to benefit from this? What do they do?
So basically, they just either come to the Jasper or Kingston site. And
you don't need to make an appointment. You just show up. Okay.
No, and so that was the other thing is we're not doing appointments. We're not doing anything online because you may have people in the public who don't have access to those kind of resources. And so we want to make sure that they're not disadvantaged by people who can just whip out their cell phone and do this.
Sure.
So it is one thing where they show up and they'll be met by some of our Army Reserve medics who will do the triage and say, thanks for coming. What are you here for? They'll do the blood pressure, that kind of stuff, check them in. And they can say, I want to come in for dental. During the triage, they may also say, based on your answers, I think you should also either see a medical provider or optometry or something like that. Yeah.
Sure.
So there's some recommendations that may go on too while they're there.
But they can definitely come in and say, look, this tooth is really hurting me. I need to get in to see that. And come on.
And you want to give the dates on this again?
Yes. So we are actually starting tomorrow. It's kind of a soft start. We're open 1 to 5 tomorrow. And when I say soft start, it's we are seeing patients, but it's also the time for our providers to kind of iron out any details to make sure the process is really smooth. Then July 17th through the 20th, we are doing 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The 21st, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Then July 22nd to the 24th, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And last day will be July 25th is 8 a.m. to 12 p.m.
So is that information available to the public somewhere?
Yes. So we have put flyers as we've circulated them wherever we could. I believe they went home with the schools.
Oh, good.
It should also be on the NWA EDD Facebook page.
Okay.
And with it on there is a QR code. So people, once they see the flyers, they can also scan that and take them to frequently asked questions. So we're trying to manage expectations as what does it look like when I get there? Understanding that, okay, is the Army going to now have my medical records kind of thing? And it's one where... Yeah, so it's basically, we want them to understand when we check in, like I said, no cost, no insurance, no ID required. We just track your stuff, and the patient would then carry all of their information in the folder through the whole process. Then they leave with all of that.
And it's all confident. I mean,
yeah,
absolutely, it's confidential.
And then the expectation is if they come to optometry, they are also able to get 1 pair of single vision glasses.
Wow.
We can't do bifocals, and just because of the supply that we have to limit it to one person because, again, we want to maximize benefits to as many people.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow.
Rebecca, would you like to add to any of that?
Well, I think Colonel Porter hit a lot of the highlights. I think one thing to mention is that Tina Cole has also reached out to communities to. We have volunteers to execute childcare. So if some folks need to go get seen, but they've got their children with them, she has volunteers who've been certified to execute childcare, to hang out and watch your children while they go through the services as well.
Oh, good. That's good. That's a good idea.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, I'm very impressed. This is such a cool program that I would have had no
never heard
idea
of it.
about. Yep.
Never heard of it.
Yep.
I could see where it gives you guys a lot of experience in the field.
Sure.
In case you had to go overseas or.
They don't know what's going to show up, just like you are in the field. So.
Hey guys, thanks so much for coming in. Did you need to add anything?
Do you need to add anything?
I do want to say one more thing, because our biggest draws are always optometry, dental, and vet, and so those are typically the biggest needs wherever we go. So we just ask if people are coming to understand and have a little patience if the process is slow, just because things take time, and we want to make sure that we are treating our patients to the best of abilities. We also, our vets were able to partner with.
Yeah, we didn't talk.
We didn't talk a lot about vet.
Part.
So we are doing spay and neuter, primarily dogs and cats, with
Oh.
military. In the animals that we typically see downrange are dogs, military working dogs. So that's what we're planning for. They can see cats, spay and neuter. They do have vaccines, and then I believe one of the local vets, I'm not sure who, was able to donate some rabies vaccines. So we are again trying to meet the needs of the community.
That's no cost.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right. Wow.
So, but with it, we do ask, for people who are bringing in their animals, make sure they're on a leash.
Yeah.
If they need to have a
A
muzzle,
crate,
or
or whatever,
crate, something, just so we can keep all of our personnel safe. But
And you talked about being patient. Now, you're doing this for several days, so don't wait.
2 weeks. Yeah.
2 weeks. Don't wait till the last minute.
Right.
So the sooner you get down there, if you have to wait and have to come back another day, then you won't run out of days to get this thing done.
Right. And we do have childcare available, but we can see children as well. So if you have a young one that needs to come in just for a school physical, or just, hey, I want to do a checkup, don't think that they can't be seen and they have to go to childcare.
Sure.
But
all right.
Yeah.
Wonderful news.
Yeah, that's really good.
I'm really impressed. That's great.
Well, check it out. Go to the North Arkansas
Economic Development District
Facebook page.
And I can share the flyer with you guys too if you
Yes,
guys would
yes,
like
Let's
to
see
post it.
have you got the flyer?
I do.
I'm gonna get her to
Let's see
send.
Oh,
I was gonna have her send it to me.
I was going to show it, but I don't think I can.
You can't see anything,
it's
Dan.
It's too dark. Anyway,
Nope.
No, we can't do it.
All right.
Send the flyer to us, and we'll put it on our Facebook page, and that way you can access that information directly from us.
Right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Hey, thanks guys for coming on.
Thank you very much to both of you.
Master Sergeant Rebecca Rhodes, thank you. Did you have anything to add?
No, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Absolutely. And
Thank
you guys
you.
have a great day.
Thank you.
Come back
You as
when
well.
you're doing this again.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Around the Table. It is a Monday.
Monday fun day.
And it's right in the middle of the month. It's the 15th. What do we do with that?
Well, we talk about what's going to happen in 2 days. That's what we talk about.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I do. Build the Pillars. Hope Cottages presents Build the Pillars, Wednesday, July 17th from 11:30 to 1. Fundraising and entertainment luncheon. All about summer. Table decorating contest will happen. Donations accepted, and this is at the Signature Community Room, 303 North Main. But again, this is for Hope Cottages. So, Wednesday 17th from 11:30 to 1. And I think if you need information, I would contact Hope Cottages. There you go. I don't know. I think that was maybe the only one this week that was really...
I've got an event that's kind of unusual.
What's that?
Not many people talk about it, but they've got you know what a ham radio is, don't you?
Yeah.
They've got a free ham radio class that's coming out Jasper Methodist Church the 18th of July, which is... That's
Thursday? Yeah.
Yeah,
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. This coming Thursday at 7 p.m. So if you're interested in learning all about ham radio.
You do that?
No, I don't.
My uncle used to do that.
Yeah.
He would talk with overseas. It was like...
Oh, yeah.
Super cool.
And they teach you... I don't know how the testing goes now, but you had to learn Morse code.
Yeah.
Had to do the... Yeah, dots and dashes. And you get a license, and you can, get into amateur ham radio if you want to. Talk to people from all around the world.
That's
and if
pretty
you're
cool.
really good at it, you may be able to talk to some aliens out in space.
Okay, Dan. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know my name, Ann. Is it da-da-da-dit-da-dit?
Really?
A pilot taught me that.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like I remember that forever now.
And they've got a Scuba Vacation Bible School starting today. Scuba Vacation Bible School, diving into the friendship with God is where that's talking about. It's at, I'm trying to figure out
I
what
don't
location.
see which church it is, but...
It's on Highway 392 west of Harrison.
7883 Highway 392. I'm not sure what church that is. I don't know. But, there are, if you'll get on Facebook, if you get on one of the community pages, there are a lot of flyers that get posted there that maybe we miss about things such as this, like Bible school, because it's all going on this summer.
We had a lot going on during 4th of July, and I'm going through some of these, and they're like, we've got some in November, September, we've got August.
Well, and I want to say, Zach Williams is coming August 24th. If you haven't got your tickets, you better get them.
That's right.
That's all I have right there.
And then you can make plans for the Balloon Fest. That's in September.
Yes.
Middle of the month.
And Matt and I, we touched a little bit on that.
Okay. Good deal.
But there's stuff coming up. We'll keep you, we'll
people are gearing up
drill
for fall.
them a little more as we...
It's too hot to be doing things out right now, so... Go to the lake, go to the river, cool off, that kind of thing.
Or get in your pool when you get it done.
Oh my gosh, what a job! It's more work. It's just it's like redoing from the beginning.
That's a pain.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Did you know scrambled pancakes are now a thing?
Dan, I've heard that, and I am not even. No.
Someone
Don't
on
scramble
TikTok,
my pancakes.
Someone on TikTok made a joke video where they scrambled pancake batter, like they were making scrambled eggs, and so they ended up making scrambled pancakes. But now it's a thing, and they're dividing the internet, and it looks like a funnel cake that didn't quite turn out right. The comments section is filled with reviews such as scrambled kind. Has more crispy edges and doesn't get soggy. So they're looking at it like, hey, this is a delicacy.
So, okay, I get. I'm trying to figure out how the edges got crispy doing it like that.
Well, you have more, since you're scrambling it, there's more to get brown. It's
Okay.
not. You don't have a doughy section.
I don't know. I've never had crispy pancakes before, so I don't know if I'd like that. But I guess if you put enough syrup on anything,
Yeah.
you're gonna.
And there's some people that just love the heat.
Well, yeah.
So tons of tourists are actually going to Death Valley right now because the regular heat isn't enough. Tourists are flocking to one of the hottest places on earth this week, Death Valley National Park, which stretches along California and Nevada, is seeing an influx of guests, and a lot of them are from Europe.
Wow.
I guess they don't get hot enough in Europe, so they say, well, where's the hottest place in the world to go? Well, go to Death Valley.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it says the temperature in Death Valley hits 130 degrees and just shy of 134 degrees for the record back in 1913.
I think I'll pass. So a teenager dove on top of a shark. Unfortunately, he got bitten. A Florida teenager was attending lifeguard training camp on Monday, or I don't know what day, when he was bitten by a shark. The 14-year-old was practicing diving into the water when he landed right on top of the 5-foot-long black-tipped shark, which then bit him in the leg. He was taken to a local hospital, and injuries that are considered not to be life-threatening. The question is, will he go back as a lifeguard camp? I don't know, man. I watched during Shark Week, there's a guy that has one leg gone and an arm gone and because of a shark, but he's back in there doing his thing. So
still out there, huh?
Yep.
Well, I hope they like ice cream.
Me too, Dan.
But if you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. They've got over 20 flavors, including non-dairy, vegan flavors that are always homemade, and that's the key word, homemade, and delicious. Located just north of Harrison on North Main Street, next to Merchandise Outlet, and you're on your way to paradise.
We need to go break, don't we?
I know, and I thought I'd get that in before we did.
You did so good.
We'll be right back. Stick around, stay with us. It's the Dan and Ann Show right here at Around the Table. And welcome back to the last few minutes of Around the... What's wrong with you over there? What's going on?
Nothing.
And
please continue.
Oh, my gosh.
I didn't mean to put my stuff away.
Back to
exactly.
normal.
I was done. Because, unless we're going to go to today is at this point, I needed some content. That's what.
We are going to Today Is.
Oh, well, flitter twit.
Today is National Be a Dork Day.
I do, every day.
Are you the dork?
I be a dork.
You think you're a dork?
I'm a dork.
I think something else, but I can't say it over the air.
You can bleep it out. Go ahead. Just whoop it on out there.
No, I don't think I will. If I even gave the acronym, people would get it. I'm not going to do that. So it's National Be a Dork Day. Global Hug Your Kids Day. Are you still on the dork
I'm
thing?
waiting for my hug. You just insulted me and just left it. Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's all you want.
Global,
yeah, go hug your kids.
Yeah, Global Hug Your Kids Day. Third Monday of July, celebrating the bond between parents and their children, and the fine line between what's legally considered a hug or a choke.
Okay. It's also National Give Something Away Day. Donate a little something and share your bounty, or just give someone all the old stuff you were just gonna throw out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I'm a big proponent of donating. For one, I'm too lazy to sell stuff on Facebook. You know, I don't want to go through all that.
It's a pain in the rear.
It's a pain in the rear.
People have to come to your house.
Or no, well, I don't know. We meet.
And you can't put it on the front yard for sale.
We meet. I can't say porch pickup.
Okay.
We meet somewhere. But I usually just, you know, I've had stuff with tags on it I give away. Anyway.
National Gummy Worm Day.
Blech. Not a gummy
These
worm.
squishy treats were made out of gelatin, sometimes from animals, is what it says.
Okay.
They come in tons of colors and can be sour or sweet. And in case you're wondering, the worms came after the bears.
Okay, I'm not eating anything that has gelatin that may have come from an animal.
That's what it says. Sometimes
so
from
I'm
animals.
not. Well, I don't eat them
gelatin.
anyway.
You got to get.
You just think of the word gelatin. That's kind of gross anyway.
You got to get your gel from somewhere.
I know, and gelatin is important, but the word itself just sounds kind of gross.
Major League Baseball All-Star Home Run Derby Day.
Okay.
Tonight is the MLB All-Star Home Run Derby. So check it out. Let's see. I don't see where it's going to be showing. It doesn't say.
No, it does not.
Paris mayor swims in poop-filled river. This is supposed to be the week that the mayor of Paris goes swimming in the Seine River.
No, Seine.
Oh, the Seine, I'm sorry. On the Seine River to make the point that it is not that disgusting.
Seriously.
It's the same river a bunch of French people decided to poop in. Also, to make a point about how gross it is, E. coli levels have been as high, so they've been really high, that they might have had to move the Olympic swimming and triathlon events later this month to outside of Paris. So,
okay,
I'm going to leave you with that.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's a Tuesday and another day for us. And go to Paradise Cream and get you some homemade ice cream.
In paradise.
Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.